right. All right. Yeah. All right, we'll do this. All right, man. Good morning to you. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Good morning, man. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for joining us here this morning on the New Black Wall Street Book Club. We are actually continuing along in our journey of actually personal development, self-improvement, in the book Think and Grow Rich, A Black Choice by Mr. Dennis Kimbro. And so today we should be finishing up with chapter 2. And actually tonight is when we're going to have what I call our personal development mastermind meeting. And so if you are an individual that's been following along with us and you're saying, hey, I want to be a part of this deep dive to apply, then make sure that you will let us know that you want to join the book club. This book club will include not only personal development, but also business building. We'll be on Thursday beginning to talk about funding. 100 ways to get $100,000 to fund your business. And we'll be getting into topics like building business credit and things like that as well. So again, if you are that piques your interest and you want to stop trying to do things by yourself, but you want to do them together, then you can join the New Black Wall Street Book Club and journey right along with us and get what you need and also provide what you have, right? And so it's called doing it together. We don't come together just to receive, but we also do give, because there's a principle said it's much better to give than it is to receive. And so hopefully we understand that now. We all have gifts and abilities. We all have, there's something special about each and every one of us. And I'm just believing in the village mentality that we need each other. We all we got, but guess what? That's enough. And so while you guys are connecting with us here this morning, go ahead and let us know what city, what state you're connecting from. We are broadcasting here right in ERGJ Studios from Atlanta, Georgia, here in Decatur, where it's greater. We'd love to know where you're connected from. I always love to know just how far this reach is with this wonderful thing called the internet. And so how you guys, hopefully you guys have been enjoying it as well. Not quite sure. Let me go one more place. I'm doing this liking and sharing thing, guys. Just give me just a second. Hopefully you are doing the same as well. Hitting that like, that share, letting people know that we're here. Want to make sure that, yeah, there we go. Want to make sure that we have as much exposure as possible. Good morning to you, Mr. Ivan Singleton is in the house, man. Where are you connected from, man? What city, what state? Latia Taylor, my good friend, a round-the-way girl from Philadelphia, is in the house, man. Thanks so much for joining us here on the New Black Wall Street Book Club, where Black folk do read. You put in the book, we absolutely will find it. Again, we're going through the book, Think and Grow Rich, A Black Choice. Think and Grow Rich, A Black Choice by Mr. Dennis Kimbro. We're not going to take up too much of your time, guys. It's time to get, that's right, Miss Monica Allison, Philadelphia. We got two Phillies in the house, man. Time to get the show on the road, man. You know what time it is? Let me find my music first before I start talking about that. You know what time it is, man? 1 second, hold on. All right, you know what time it is? Time to hear Mr. DJ hit the music.
New Black Wall Street Book Club. Evan Jefferson, brother, much love. Educating, elevating, because in knowledge is the power and we'll never give it up. Literature's for the masses. Where to put your money down, now how to watch your assets. Yeah, uplifting others is a passion. My brother Evan, he will turn it into action.
Morning.
New Black Wall Street Book Club. You should come read with us. Yeah, we comprehend and discuss. We all just come together. There's no limit for us. Here comes your host.
My Mark Dave's in the house, man. What you talk?
Take it away.
Good morning, NRTG. How are you? Hey, man, good morning to you, man. Thanks so much for joining. Also, if you could, for those that are here, if you want to share your business, that's great as well. Love to know what you do so we can support. I'm all about collaboration this year as well as personal and business development. This is New Black Wall Street Book Club. I'm your host, ERGJ, CEO of ERGJ Enterprise and ERGJ Black Bazaar. And while we mentioned that, today's episode 11, is sponsored by ERGJ Black Bazaar. Check them out at www.ergjblackbazaar.com, www.ergjblackbazaar.com. Today, they want to bring to you African-American calendars. Hey, listen, we got 3 left. See, here's the wonderful thing. I said, hey, we got to get rid of these things, and guess what? Getting rid of these things, we are. So you only got 3 opportunities left to pick up your calendar. We're going to share with you today the Black History Calendar, right? From slavery to the White House, Black History Calendar. Oh, your calendar is going to be filled with Black history facts. People like W.E.B. Du Bois, Nanny H. Burroughs, Jack Johnson. And so you're going to be able to have this calendar for the year that's going to remind you of all the wonderful, beautiful things that Black folk have done over the years. And so you want to pick this thing up. It's $15. We got 2 of the Black History calendars. So I know this is going to be, it's probably going to go, this is going to be gone before February. But you want to get it, go ahead and get it today. $15, www.ergjblackbazaar.com, www.ergjblackbazaar.com. You want to go there to order your calendars today. Of course, there's other wonderful things there while you peruse, but we're highlighting the calendars today. Now, if you're a business and you're saying, hey, I like a little promotion here on this show that airs daily, that has the potential to reach over about 20,000 people, well, you can inbox us as well. We want to partner with you for sponsorship. We must become our own advertising. Let me say that again. We must become our own advertising. The best advertising is word of mouth, and so we have the wonderful ability now to have peer-to-peer media exposure. Why not also use that time to highlight some of our wonderful Black businesses that are doing business? See, I want to help the small business become big business, and I just happen to have a loud mouth. How about that? And I reach a lot of people, and so if that's you, you're saying, hey, I'm not really that skilled in advertising and marketing. I like to have a small little spot. You can talk about what I do, and I can help you sell more stuff. Well, just inbox us and let us know that you're interested in this little small promotion. Won't be a I understand small business, so it won't be something you got to spend a whole lot of money, but we can bring some more eyeballs to what it is that you do. Okay. Now I'm super excited this morning because we got a couple books that came in. So here's one of the things that we're doing. Of course, we do have the book club on the personal development side and also the business development side. We'll be meeting tonight, and Mark Daniel, I decided to call it our personal development mastermind meeting. It took so long. I was like, we gotta have the right name. Hey, we just got mastermind meetings. We're just bringing these wonderful, beautiful minds together and coming up with solutions, because maybe you can't find a solution by yourself. And here's the deal. If you could do it by yourself, it would already be done. Let me say that again. If you could do it by yourself, it would already be done. So at some point, you and I are going to realize that we must work together. Before we work together, though, we must think together to come up with some solutions for whatever it is that we find in our life or in our business. Some of us make wonderful products, but we have no idea how to market or to sell or to advertise that product. And so we might need some tips on how to do that from other people who are skilled in that area. I'm just great at sales. I don't make nothing, but I can sell a whole lot. So that's why we come together. For those who are serious and want to invest in themselves, it's only $10 a month to join the book club. And we're going through Think and Grow Rich on the personal development side. We'll be picking up a book on how to find $100,000, 100 ways to find $100,000 to fund your business on the business side, which will be Thursday. Now, I just got in, guys. I just got in some wonderful books. I've decided as well that I'm going to do some leisure reading at about 1 o'clock every day, and I'm deciding I'm going to start with the book, The Alchemist. Now, this is not written by a Black person, but this is one of the books that it's just an awesome book, recommended by Will Smith and Oprah Winfrey, people like that. Really learning how to turn lead into gold, right? Learning how to turn lead into gold. So on this broadcast, on daily, Monday through Friday, at 1 o'clock, you want to have a mental break and read along with us. The Alchemist is the book I'm going to be picking up. So that's 2 books, 3 books I'll be reading all at the same time. But we did get in some books for the book club, man. Black Titan came in. I got that in. Black Titan. This here is A.G. Gash and the making of a Black American millionaire about 100 years ago. This will be actually the second book we're going through after Think and Grow Rich. And I also got in the wealth choice. That's right, Success Secrets of Black Millionaires. The Black Billionaires Club, we study billionaires and millionaires. I don't know who you studying, who you following, but I just decided I want to be rich. And I'm going to learn from the rich. All right, I'm not going to listen to poor dad, poor uncle, poor nana. No, I'm going to listen to rich dad, rich uncle, rich nana. How about that? Okay. So anyway, those two books we'll actually be getting into in a couple months once we get through what we're going through now. Chapter 2, finishing up today. Think and Grow Rich, a Black choice. Everybody put in the comments below, choice. It's a Black choice. It's a decision. It's a choice. That's right, Black choice, man. We're going to be hearing about or talking about, man, Walter Payton today and a couple others, but we're finishing up today. Our first, I guess, subsection is a future Hall of Famer. A future Hall of Famer. Walter Payton, future football Hall of Famer, was once asked, how did you manage to gain more than 15,000 yards in your career and surpass nearly every seemingly impossible rushing mark in the process? To this, he replied, when I started out, I knew where I wanted to go. I knew where I wanted to go and what I had to do to get there. How many guys understand at this point, as we've been going through, that before you can get somewhere, you got to know where you want to go? Now, as it relates to these two areas, personal development and business development, where do you want to go? Where do you want to take your life? Where do you want to take your business? And I want to caution you as you think about, consider and answer this question for yourself. Hopefully you got your journal, by the way, right? Hopefully you got your journal. You can write the stuff down so you can, mull over it. Where do you want to go, right? And this must be specific. Too many people are wayward and general in their thoughts, and therefore they get general results. See, when he started playing football, he knew where he wanted to go. How about you? I knew where I wanted to go, but also not only that, I knew what I had to do to get there, right? See, I know that for where I want to go with this that we're doing here, I know that I got to broadcast every morning, same time, every day. I know that. I know what it's going to take, the discipline and consistency that's going to take to build this group up where I want it to be. How about you? Where do you want to go? And have you counted the cost on what it's going to take for you to get there, for your business to get there? The things that you are going to, the discipline that you're going to have, the sacrifice that you're going to need to make, and the consistency that you're going to have to demonstrate. Where do you want to go? To this, he replied, I painted a vivid picture in my mind of all the goals I wanted to accomplish and simply set about the task of achieving them one by one. Payton went on to say that he even heard the cheering crowds and the great details in his mind. He also pictured award ceremonies complete with sports writers and guests, and the style and brilliance of the Super Bowl championship ring that he would wear so proudly years before it ever occurred. The quality of your visualization in your inner world will determine how quickly you will manifest results in your outer world. Since most people are relatively unaware of the power of visualization, they give little consideration to what they actually envision. Visualize the things you want. Visualize the things you want. My main brother, Zach Shahi, up in the house, man. Thanks so much for joining, big brother. Visualize the things you want. Now, what I've done this year, I made a concentrated effort, number one, to review my journal, to remind myself of what I want to do, and then I take a little bit of time to visualize what that looks like every day. I'm taking the time, I'm making a concentrated effort. Now, I'm telling you, this is not easy. It is not easy to simply think about what you want all the time, every day. Why? Because we got so many distractions. Everybody want to talk about R. Kelly. I want to talk about my dreams, where I want to go, what I want to do. I don't want to talk about that stuff. That is a distraction. But this is what people, they love distractions and drama and suspense and all this stuff. When you start talking about them, I had a friend say, It's very difficult to find people who are willing to talk about their innermost thoughts, who want to really share who they really are, what they think about, what they consider. And that's okay. I don't look for a whole bunch of people to do that because most people are in the crowd. Most people are following somebody else. I just kind of look for those few people who really want to go deep and bring out from the depths the gold and the oil that's already inside of them, the treasures that they hold and want to bring to the universe. Right? I read, I review, I read my own writing, my own journal, and then I take the time to visualize what that looks like. And then I remind myself of my goals. Everybody put in the comments, so remind myself. I remind myself of my goal. How many of you guys know it's easy to forget what you want to do? Right? You thought about it. You say, man, that's what I want to do. And then you go on in life, and then 10 days later, you forgot what you thought about. And you try, well, what was it that I wanted to do? Because now you probably got a new goal, a new thought, a new idea. So I take the time to remind myself of what I want to do, not what someone else wants me to do. What I want to do, what I want to accomplish. Okay? I don't know about you, but that works for me. Remind myself, writing it down, reviewing what I wrote, visualizing over and over and over again until it becomes a reality. Because once I visualize and I begin to know what I need to do. There are millions of people who believe they're doomed to poverty and failure because of some strange force over which they assume they have no control. Unknowingly, many create their own misfortune because of negative thought patterns, which are picked up by the subconscious and translated into its physical equivalent. Like the man or woman who has fervently visualized wealth and success and has attained it, so too has a portion of Black America approached the table of life famished because their mind held pictures of poverty, lack, and failure. By now you realize that thoughts are things that when properly nourished and internalized will become a reality in the world of form. If you envision yourself acquiring abundance, and if you keep this picture in your mind regardless of the obstacles you encounter, then it must become manifest in your life. If you allow this picture to be the dominant image in your mental world, you will think successful thoughts and surround yourself with successful people who encourage your visions, like we're doing today. See, not everybody's going to be interested in connecting with successful people, but I know Amanda Hollingsworth is a successful woman. I know Miss Vivian Reed is a successful woman. I know InEarthG is a successful company. I know Zach Shahid is a successful brother. I know that Wakita Nutra is a successful woman. I know that Ella Webb Weaver is a successful woman. I know that people who I have attracted, that we've attracted to this broadcast right now and in the future are successful people. Because guess what? You find what you're looking for. And you just happen to be looking for something like this morning. And guess what? You found it. You see? You found it. Subconsciously or consciously, you found what you were looking for this morning. Something a little different. Something that not many people, not enough people are talking about this morning. But guess what? You found it. Whew. You will think successful thoughts and surround yourself with successful people who encourage your vision. You will save a part of your income and thereby pay yourself first. A crucial step in the acquisition of wealth. Everybody put in the comments, so pay yourself first. So we're going to get all this stuff we're going to get into as we continue along in our book club, as we continue along in our mastermind sessions. Number one, the first one starts tonight. We start getting into these things and then learning how to apply that which we have read. You will engage in a program of personal improvement and select your life's missions. You will seek the knowledge and expertise of those who have achieved success. And you will then succeed in spite of the difficulties. You will succeed in spite of the difficulties. Your entire life experience will revolve around an image of success based on your mental picture. Good morning to you, Miss Bethany. Rucker Report is in the house. The reverse of this affirmation is equally as true. This is why I say that when it rains, it pours, both is good and bad. You start down that that drifting spiral, and it's raining and it's pouring and you're bringing about bad thing after bad thing after bad thing. Well, the same is true on the opposite side. When it rains and pours, blessings. When the praises go up, the blessings come down, blessing after blessing after blessing. But it's all about where you position yourself. If you picture yourself poor, you will act out your poverty based upon that image. You will surround yourself with other like-minded people who lack the fundamental necessities and the wherewithal to succeed. You will relive past failures and speak of them as virtue. Yours will be a life haunted by missed opportunities and what ifs. Missed opportunities and what ifs. Now, I don't know about you. How many guys have lived that life already? You're done with that. You're done with the what if life. You're done with the passing over opportunities repeatedly life. You decided to die to that, and you're ready to, you've made a decision to move forward with the things that you know that you can accomplish and do, and know that there's nothing that's impossible for you as long as you can hold that picture in your mind and put some action behind it. One single idea backed by action can lead to a fortune. Follow these rules. If your world is one of limitation and misery, because you have not realized that you have within your power the ability to change your life, you and I have the ability to change our life. Everybody put in the console, I have the ability to change. You have the ability to change your life. You have the ability to change the fortune of your business. You have the ability to change. If it isn't working, change it. Right? If it ain't working, change it. You and I have the ability to change. Here's the concise set of rules for the process of visualization. Number one, think constantly. Think constantly. Think constantly, quietly, and persistently of that which you desire. Now, how many of you, I'm going to attest this. It took so long for me to really realize how tough this seemed to be. Notice I said seemed to be, because now that I'm focused on it, it's not as tough as it used to be. But to think constantly on that which I desire, instead of thinking constantly on that which I don't desire. It's such a fine line. And then to kick thoughts out of you. How many guys this year, as you move in this 8 days into the new year, you've had to kick some thoughts out of your mind? I don't want to think about that. Why that come on? Okay, let me just go on back to my goals. Had to kick some thoughts out of your mind. Had to kick them out of your life, out of your spirit. Like that. Why am I don't want to think about that right now. Where did that come from? I'm kicking you out. Get out. Right? Kick some thoughts out of your mind. So think constantly, quietly, and persistently of that which you desire. That bodes the question, what do you desire? Have you decided on your desire? Now, this could be in a lot of different areas. I'm just talking about personal development and business development, but you got other areas of your life. I don't know what you want to focus on, but have you decided upon your desire? Everybody put in the console, decide my desire. Decide my desire. Your thinking should have two qualities, clearness and interest. Clearness and interest. Number two, you want to relax. Relax. Do not strain to obtain your ideas. Tension is inadvertently the cause of failure. And number three, you want to see yourself already in possession of that which you desire. So first you got to determine what you do. You got to decide upon what you desire. You got to think about it. You got to relax, right? And you must see yourself in possession of that which it is. You must see yourself doing that which it is that you desire. You must see yourself, let's say that, you must see yourself in motion. All right? When you let me give you an example. So I don't know, there may be some people that's in school right now, and your desire is to graduate. And you see yourself already walking across that stage, getting that, turning that tassel over, grabbing that degree or diploma or whatever it is they hand you. You see yourself going through that process. All right? And most of you, for right now, most of us right now, the life that we're living right now, we saw it in advance. The house that we're living in right now, we saw it in advance. The car that we're driving right now, we saw it in advance. We're just saying, hey, take what you've already learned to do and make a decision on your future desires. You want to imagine success. Imagine success. Everybody put in the console, imagine. Miss Earthy said, meditation is the key to channeling your inner self, your inner thoughts. Absolutely. Imagine success. The pattern of your thinking today is transforming your tomorrows. Once you comprehend this principle, you will think twice before indulging in any bouts of self-pity. You will actually stand in awe of the law of life. You move in the direction of your dominant thoughts. You move in the direction of your dominant thought. Drill into your being clear, concise, vivid mental pictures of that which you desire most. Now, this is why I think that vision parties are pretty cool. You know, you begin to imagine and to envision. I think you got to take it a step further, but at least that's a step. Let your imagination be a means of looking up, not down. Cast your sights towards the infinite possibilities ever present in your environment. For you are one with infinite intelligence. Though through the power of creative imagination, there's no goal too great, no dream too high. Remember, what the mind of man what the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. What the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. My question to you, will you allow your imagination to run wild? Will you allow your imagination to run wild? Now, when I say run wild, obviously I'm saying in a positive direction. I'm saying that you're letting it loose. You are taking off the limits of your imagination. Will you allow your imagination to run wild? How far can you go? How much can you do? How many books can you read? Will you allow your imagination to run wild? It was Thoreau who wrote, if one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life that he has imagined, he will meet success unexpected in common hours. Great ideas, said Albert Camus, the 20th century novelist and philosopher, come into the world as gently as doves. Perhaps then, if we listen attentively, we shall hear. Amid the uproar of empires and nations, a faint flutter of wings, the gentle stirrings of life and hope. A man may not achieve everything he has dreamed, wrote William James, but he will never achieve anything great without having dreamed first. Do not hesitate to dream. Build your dreams. Nurture your dreams. Lean on your dreams in times of difficulty. But once having dreamed, believe in your dreams. Visualize them as having already been fulfilled. Let me read that again. Do not hesitate to dream. Build your dreams. Nurture your dreams. Lean on your dreams in times of difficulty. But once having dreamed, believe in your dreams. Visualize them as having already been fulfilled. Now, last section, as we close up chapter 2, man, be idea-centered. Be idea-centered. In the proper sequence of the creative process, every need or desire is first an idea before it is an object. The order of life is inner before outer. What is needed is the right idea. Only then can you experience the natural fulfillment of the evolution of things. Stay with the basic idea, develop the idea, produce and project the idea, then watch its outward manifestation in your life. How many guys can attest to this? That at some point in your life, you had a basic idea. You began to develop or put some energy into that idea. You produced and you projected the idea. You told people about it. You put some energy into it. You started to work on the idea. And then you began to see it manifest itself. The idea became a reality. whether it was a business idea, whether it was an idea for your church, whether it's an idea for your home, that you might be a craftsman, you might create things. It was an idea that you worked on. The images we hold steadfastly in our minds over the years are not illusions. They are patterns by which we are able to mold our destiny. These are patterns. They have worked in the past for us. We have used them knowingly or unknowingly. Let's knowingly use them now. All wishful thinkers boast of their grand plans, their huge schemes and surefire bets that will produce their fortunes, but they are only plans, no real programs, no purpose. Ideas must be fostered, developed, and then put into action. Now, this is where many of us have been. We got all the great ideas, all the great plans, all the things we want to do, we wish to do, we might do, but they are only plans. No real programs, no structure behind it, no energy put forth, just idea after idea after idea. No purpose behind it, just doing it just to do it. How many guys been in a position where you were just doing something just to do it? And then eventually you woke up, you was like, why am I doing this? Where is this leading me? Where is this leading other people? The people that are with me, the group that I'm associated with, why are we doing this? It seems like we're just doing it just to do it. Good morning to you, Landscape Lowry. Thanks so much for joining Instagram Live, YouTube Live, and Facebook Live. I've been there. I'm like, why are we doing this? And it seems like you're doing it just to do it. No purpose behind it, right? Where was that? Ideas must be fostered, developed, and then put into action. By themselves, ideas have no intrinsic value. They are a dime a dozen. They must be accompanied by action. Remember the old adage, the successful implementation of one good idea is worth more than 1,000 good ideas not acted upon. In this respect, an idea becomes the first step in the success chain. It takes a creative consciousness along the relentless action to breathe life into your dreams. This is the foundation of the grand plan governing the universe. Ideas we created by infinite intelligence and manifested. Ideas are created by infinite intelligence and manifested through you. One of the things that we'll be discussing when we get to this section of our mastermind meeting is this idea centered. And here's what I found. Some of us, we are so thoughtful and creative that we have a whole bunch of ideas. Here's my question to you if you are that individual. Got a whole bunch. I mean, you got idea out there, a dime a dozen. Which one are you going to focus on? See, the reason why you may not be making any progress is because you haven't put energy into any of those $1 million ideas. You got a lot of them. A lot of them. They all written down. Make you $1 million, billion, trillion dollars. But you have, because you are so inundated with the ideas that God continues to give you, you haven't put any energy into any one of those ideas and have not developed, produced, or fostered that idea. Which idea this year, 2019, are you going to choose? A black choice. Choose to act upon. Maybe you have taken it, maybe you've done at least the beginning. Maybe you've taken it from here and put it into here. That's great. You got it. You got it. You got to jot it down. You probably got a whole notebook full of ideas. That's great. Now it's time to take it a step further. Which one of those million, billion, trillion dollar ideas are you going to begin to put some energy into? Now, I'll tell you this, man, maybe one of the main reasons you haven't put any energy into it because it seems like it's a daunting task to do it by yourself. Well, guess what? You don't really have to do it by yourself. This is why we have created the Black Billionaires Club. This is why we have the New Black Wall Street Book Club. For those of you who are tired of trying to do whatever it is that you're doing by yourself, it's time to join the club. Allow other people to help you with your ideas. Allow other people to provide you with resources that you didn't know were available unto you. See, I guess you could say we used to say we're what, 6 degrees away from the person we need to know. Well, now we're going to condense that to 4 degrees away. There are people who know people. And maybe you need to connect with other people who are serious about success, who have a goal and a mission, who have a purpose, personal development and business development. The New Black Wall Street Book Club at the Black Billionaires Club. If that's you, you're saying, hey, I do want to join. I want to be on that broadcast tonight. I want to go deep. I want to be a part of this mastermind group where we're focusing on personal development today, and then we get to business development on Thursday. You get both of them, $10 a month. I don't know how you beat it. Well, inbox us and let us know you're interested in joining the club today. We'll get you all the information, have a conversation with you if you need, got questions or anything like that. But it's time for us to work and build together. Too many of us are doing it by ourselves. We got our small little business. It goes out of business in 3 to 5 years. We have nobody to lean on, no support. And quite honestly, I'd say this: you don't have support because you really haven't become a support to others. You're not part of any group. You know, it's what, 2 or 3, right? The threefold cord or something like that. Somebody know the scripture. I can't think of it right now, right? Where there's power in agreement. Book tells us 2 or 3 are joined together in his name. There is he, 2 or 3. Threefold cord is not easily broken. There's something to be said about people who decide to work together. And I'm just creating the platform, the avenue, the organization for us to do it, and we can do it virtually all around the world, just like we're meeting today. Well, that was Think and Grow Rich, guys, a Black choice. Chapter 2 is now complete. In the comments below, I'd like for you to share with us what you got out of our reading today. It's important to me that I always ask this question because I want to make sure that we are providing value and that this is worth your time. What's something that you took away from today? What's one statement or some concept that's going to stick with you today that you've written down in your journal and say, hey, I'm going to think about that a little bit more. I'm going to ponder on that. That really touched me today. What's that for you? And again, guys, we do have the New Black Wall Street Book Club that you can join for $10 a month. All right, you get personal development, business development. You get to connect with people who are serious, like-minded people is what they say. You want to find those people. Well, we're serious about winning this year, building ourselves first and building our businesses as well. And so you can join us as we do that as well. I want to say thank you to ERGJ Black Bazaar for sponsoring today's episode. Going over to www.ergj Black Bazaar, pick out your calendar, your African-American calendar, where you are supporting, buying Black and supporting other artists. You can do that again as well, www.ergjblackbazaar.com. Well, guys, I'm ERGJ, man, certified financial educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises. I want you to remember this, that it takes a village, but it starts with us. Let's build together. We all we got. But guess what? That's enough. DJ, hit the music. As soon as I can find it. Where we at? Where we at, DJ? Oh, there we go.
New black. It's the New Black Wall Street Book Club. With your host, Evan Jefferson. It's time for us to go. Yeah. Now, you ain't got to leave the computer, but we encourage you to get out there and learn and apply all the things you learn at the New Black Wall Street Book Club. Yeah.
Creative thought should be absolutely.
The New Black Wall Street Book Club.